Welcome back to Great Gadgets and Gear. Alright, it's EDC time. So I wanted to upgrade my EDC, and I figured I would show you first what I currently carry, and then we'll show you what I've decided to upgrade to. Okay, so first is my knife. This is a Kershaw Cairo. It's a Hinder design. It is a very awesome pocket knife. It's all aluminum, so it is a little bit heavy, but it is durable, it is tough. It's a flipper. I like that, it's really cool. I'm not much of a thumb flicker. I like the flipper. But it's very easy to keep this knife sharpened, and I use it every single day, and it's been a great knife. And that's a permanent part of my knife collection that I'll use it till it dies. Alright, next is my flashlight. This is a Through Night Archer 1C. It uses CRC123A batteries. It's a tail clicky. Love tail clickies. Tail clicky, and then side clicky. You get the point. And nice knife, nice flashlight. I'm a little tongue-tied. I've only done this video like 10 times. So a great flashlight, and this is actually going to get moved to my vehicle. Alright, and the next, this is my Victorinox Swiss Army knife SD, I believe is the model. I've had this for years. I have tons of them. Red, blue, love them. They are great little things. These are great for the summertime if you don't want to lug around a great big knife. Probably not as useful, not as durable, but they're great little knives. You got your tweezers or your toothpick, and this model is a little tiny knife blade, a file. Oops. See, it's so little, it slips right out of your hands. And then the scissors. And I use the scissors quite a lot, and they're great, and they work really well. They're just very, very small, so you're limited on what you can cut with them. But that is a great piece of my kit. Then also just a pen, and this is a Zebra Z-Grip pen. Zebra makes great pens, but it's just a regular old pen. So I'm still looking into this because I haven't made up my mind yet. I'm kind of leaning back towards space pens again, just because they write. They're pressurized. They write in any condition, and they're a great pen. But if you have a suggestion for me on a pen, let me know. I'd love to check out some other options, what's out there. So I'd appreciate that. Okay. Next, my wallet. Now, this is hard, okay? Being a girl, it's hard to find a thin, low-profile wallet that's not too masculine like this one is. But it gave you that carbon fiber look, which looks really good on my holster. That's why I grabbed this. And I do have a Chum's wallet, you know, it's like a hiker wallet with the zipper. That's a little less masculine. I do like that, but this one had more organization in it. But I'm just stumped on what to use, because you can't carry a big old woman's checkbook wallet out and do the things I do. It's just not practical. You can't do it mountain biking, kayaking, canoeing, hiking, all the stuff I do, fishing, all that. You can't do it. It's too cumbersome. And I even hate how thick this ended up being after you put everything in it and you use it for a while. It still ends up being quite thick, but best option available. So I got that. And then my sunglasses, of course. These are Oakley's. I think these are, I don't know if these are the quarter or the half ones, but these are prescription. And they're wraparounds, which are hard to find. So a tip for you, if you like wraparound sunglasses and you have a prescription, Sport RX is the place to go. They're ungodly expensive. These glasses cost me over $500. But man, I take really good care of them. This is my second pair. I still have my original pair. The only thing is the rubber on the sides tends to wear a bit, and it's starting to show some signs of wear. But other than that, I mean, they still work perfectly good. I use those for work. These I use for my off hours. But can't recommend Sports RX highly enough. Very great company. They'll work with you if there's any problems with your prescription. They've changed them out for me right away. They have excellent customer service. So there you go. Okay, so then also on my keys is my Leatherman Squirt PS4. I will never get rid of this. As long as this thing works and functions, it's not going anywhere. It'll always be in my EDC. This is the best multi-tool I've ever had. You can see it's all used and abused. I have two of them. One for my off-work keys, one for my work keys. I have red one, blue one. Glad I bought two because you can't get them anymore. They're discontinued, I guess, because they had issues, breakage issues, and the company got tired of shipping out brand new full units for one or two things that break. So I've had no issues with mine, so that's great. So that'll stay on there. And then this is the coolest little keychain flashlight. I doubt that's a belt clip. I think that's more for like maybe your hat. But this is a Rovivon Aurora, I believe the model is. It's A1. And this is just the coolest, brightest little flashlight to get you to your car when you're walking out and it's dark, or to see to put your key in the door. Just awesome. I think it's around 20 bucks for 650 lumens. I mean, you can't beat that, especially with this size. But I'll put all this stuff down in the descriptions. So that's what I currently carry. So now let's get into the upgrades. But the sunglasses, they will definitely stay. And I will always keep this because it's handy. It's a little backup. All right, so now let's see what we've upgraded to. So first, we'll go to the wallet because that's the boring. Let's get the boring out of the way. And for the wallet, I went to this company called Runbox. And like I said, it's hard to find a good wallet. So what I needed to do, look at this. You get a box, you get plastic, you get cardboard, you get a fabric color. Wow, they just really protected this, huh? But here's the funny thing. It's the exact same wallet. I cannot find a better option. So it's inexpensive. I think it was like $5. So inexpensive option. So it's pretty much staying with the same wallet. Okay. If you have any suggestions for that, please let me know. Okay, so in place of the Kershaw, boom, Civivi. Okay, this is a new knife brand to me. I've seen several reviews by other people on YouTube about it. Some people rave about it. And I like this knife, so I wanted to give it a shot. I like the style of this knife. So let's check it out. Look at that, man. It comes in a really nice case. Really nice presentation here. Nice zippered case. You get a product brochure. All their different knives. You get a cleaning cloth. It's pretty neat. Warranty. What was that? Civivi is covered by our lifetime warranty against defects in materials and workmanship. So lifetime. That's pretty awesome. So you can scan that if you want. Check it out. And then just some... Would you review it for us? A little knife sticker. And then the knife. Check out this case though. My God, look at that. It's fuzzy like fuzzy dice. Remember those? That is a really cool presentation. Alright, so on to the star of the show here. Wow, this thing is really light compared to my Kershaw. Let's check out some things here. It's slightly smaller. It's maybe a hair wider because of the scales. But wow, way lighter. We'll check out the blades too. Alright, so I think these, I'll have to look it up, I'm sorry. I think these are G10 scales. Feels really nice in the hand. It's got a deep belt clip tip up. The Kershaw is tipped down, so that'll be interesting. I don't usually put it in my belt anyway. It's usually just in my... Or I don't really... I could clip it to my pocket, I guess. I don't put it on a belt. Oh, misfire. Flipper. And yes, I like my drop point blades. I like this one because I wanted to try the little finger grooves here. And it had a little spot up here for close work. If you're doing feather shavings. I'm ambidextrous, so I can use either hand. So that is very cool. But yeah, I think I do left-handed when I'm doing feather sticks. But look at that. Just a beautiful blade profile. I believe these are carbon steel blades. I looked it up, but I'll have to put it down in the description because I don't remember. But you know, I think this knife is around like 30-35 bucks. So it's not an inexpensive pocket knife. It's a decent knife. But check out the blades. So they're about the same size. Civivi's a little fatter. The Kershaw's a little longer just because it doesn't have the finger spot here. But this will be cool. So I can't wait to try this out. Like I said, man, it's very, very light. Very, very light. Ooh, it's pretty damn sharp too. I gotta be careful. I've been cutting myself a lot lately. I mean, I was sharpening my knives and I caught one across here and cut me, and then I cut the tip of my finger off here. Gotta be a little more careful. So there's our knife. Okay, so then the through night was the old flashlight, and the new one you've seen before in a previous video. I think I'm getting confused on the videos and what order I shot them in, but this is a Sofarin C3. Wow, really again? SC32. It's got really good traction, really good knurling on it to grip it. It has a belt and a hat clip. It is tail clicky. And I finally figured out the user interface. One for on. If you hold it down, it goes through all the modes. And then if you double click, it goes into turbo. Wait, oops. There you go, goes into turbo. One click, it goes back down. Another click, it goes back off. So it's a different user interface I had to get used to. But it's USB-C, yay! Rechargeable. I wish everything was USB-C. Finally, iPhone has gone to that. I just haven't upgraded my phone yet. So it's got a crenulated bezel. And I believe I bought the one in the cool white. Not sure, I'd have to double check that. But I think it's supposed to be 1800 lumens. So that is definitely a step up from the through night. I believe the through night is somewhere in the 500 range. So I can't wait to put this through the test. So I will compare this in a future video with a bunch of different flashlights, and we can check that out. So there's the flashlight. So now the pen. I'm still looking for the pen. I haven't really figured out what I want to get. I tend to lean towards space pens, so for now I'm going to use my older space pen. This is a really, really old space pen. I don't even know if you can still get this one. I think it was like $9 at the time that I purchased it, so it still writes. I mean, they're awesome. Pressurized cartridges, you can't beat it. So I was thinking about the Bullet or something, but I don't know. I'm not really... I love pens, and I love pens that write and flow very well. You can tell the difference when you write between a cheap pen and a high quality pen. So if you guys got any suggestions, excuse me, let me know. So I'm going to be using that space pen for now. This next item you've seen before in a previous review for sure. And that's the Next Tool Mini Sailor. I decided to keep it. Since this second time around, it did cut paracord. It had a little bit better tolerances than the first one. And I really like the scissors for at work. Plus it'll probably help keep my Leatherman together. Because I use that for the pliers and the other tools. But so it did cut the paracord. It cuts everything else fine. Cardboard, papers, plastic, stuff like that. So that's great. If I have any trouble with it though, I think I'll contact Next Tool about it and find out if that's just how they are, or if they have tighter tolerances coming directly from them, because this was an Amazon purchase. So that's going to be part of my kit. And then here's a new part that I don't normally carry, and it's a watch. And I don't normally carry a watch anymore on my wrist because with what I do between my work and my play, I beat the living crap out of watches. I'm very hard on a watch, and they don't last with me. They get all completely scratched up, cracked, chipped, and it's not intentional. It's just, I work hard, I play hard, I guess. and they just don't hold up. And I wish that some outdoor company out there would start making adventure watches geared for outdoor women who love the outdoors. I love to fish. I love to kayak. I love all the outdoors. But we don't have any specific watches that have stuff like the guys do, like compasses and barometers and altimeters and temperature and, you know, steps and, you know, a combination of all that stuff in one that I've found anyways. You know, I'm not going to wear no huge G2 on my wrist. That would be silly. And I don't want a man's watch. I'd rather have a woman's watch. But I want all the cool, tough stuff that guys get too. So, that being said, I've tried to replace one watch that I did carry on my hiking bag. And it was a carabiner style, and it was all in one. It had a compass, barometer, temperature. I mean, it had everything I was looking for, and boom, it finally broke a few years back. And I was unable to replace it. I've been looking, and it just can't be replaced. And that was like, what? I think it was like a $30 piece, and it lasted for years and years. I don't know what happened to break it, but anyway, I've been searching ever since, and I bought a few things that were close, but they were always missing something. Either you got everything, the barometer, altimeter, temperature, but no compass. Or you get a compass and you get nothing else. I mean, it's ridiculous. So, anyways, let's drag on about that. So I decided to try this Dakota watch company. They have some really interesting watches and designs on Amazon, so you might want to check them out if you're not somebody who wants to wear a watch. I mean, they do have ones that you wear on your wrist, but this was my solution. Look at that. Look at the nice presentation box it comes in, too. Nice little tin. Made in China. No big shock there. So the Dakota watch company. So let's check this thing out. This is actually pretty nice. But it's so basic. I mean, I couldn't even... This was like the nicest style they had in the carabiner type. And it's military time, which is nice. I wanted that. But there's no date. So you don't even get a date with this. You just get a watch. That's it. A clock. Military and regular time and a carabiner. That's it. But we'll see how long it holds up. Even this, when I used my compass one, it got beaten to crap on the back of my bag. So we'll see how long it holds up, but it's pretty nice. I almost thought, well, maybe this time I should like clip it on my the little loops where you put your belt through and then shove it in my pocket maybe so it doesn't get as damaged, but I don't know, we'll see. But I thought that was kind of a neat replacement for a regular wristwatch. So I got my watch, I got my multi-tool, I got my pen, my flashlight, my same old wallet, and my new knife. And then the things that don't change, obviously, are my sunglasses will still be included. I will still carry my Swiss Army knife because it's a Swiss Army knife. And then the stuff on my keychain, as long as it's still functional, this stuff will never come off. I will always have this on here because I use it daily. And that's the only multi-tool in my life I've ever used daily. I have a Leatherman Wave, and I think I used it once, and it was so big and chunky and clunky, it's in my truck. So, and then my Rovivon. This thing is just awesome, man. Anybody ever ask me for a keychain flashlight, that's where I send them, because that is just an awesome light for the money that you pay, and the battery lasts a really, really long time. Alright guys, so that's my EDC. Let me know what you think. If you liked the video, give it a like, please. Help it out. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Share the video. And stick around. There's more to come. Thanks for staying tuned.